Yep, up underneath. Well, this day 2 years ago we released a clutch of carpets. Obviously every year we get wild carpets sitting on eggs and we have to release the mum and then hatch the babies and release the babies separately. And it's coincidental that today we're releasing these guys, and it was this day 2 years ago we released some as well. So we've driven to Buggery to find a spot. Now, under normal circumstances, carpets hatch in the night time because they're nocturnal and they don't want to have to deal with too many predators. It's just on dusk now, and we found a spot where there's lots and lots of rocks and holes up in the roots and all sorts of things, and lots of greenery and whatnot. They can stay away from kookaburras and whatever other predators, and they'll stay there until night time and then disperse and do what they normally would do in the wild when they hatch. Now, you guys have probably all noticed that my YouTube channel and also videos going onto my Gold Coast and Brisbane snake catchers page has gone dead. That's because my computer went dead. I've still got tons of videos to load. There's 25 on the computer. There's about 25 on each GoPro I've got at home. So once my computer gets fixed, trust me, you'll get some videos. See how he's disappearing down into the never never? Good looking carpets in there. This is what happens in the wild. They'll go and jam themselves in a crack and be pretty wary of the entire planet. There's some good holes up under there, Brooke. Let them go up under there. And they sit still and don't do a lot of moving, and as a gecko or a lizard comes along, they smash it. And then they get a bit of size about them and start, after about 12 months, start to feel cocky and get out and hunt. Obviously there's a high mortality rate with any animal when they're young. This is the reasons why so many are born at once in a clutch. A lot of them will get picked up by owls and kookaburras and snakes and whatever else will eat them. I'm sure there's plenty of furry animals like foxes and whatnot out there that would eat them as well. But hopefully some of these guys will make it to adulthood. And we've taken it to a spot. Well, the Gold Coast has been developed so freaking fast at the moment. All of my prime spots are now high-rise buildings, which is annoying. So I've driven here to a spot where it will be many years before this is developed. I've taken quite a long drive. When I've got really big carpets to release or special animals, obviously by law we're supposed to release things within close possible proximity of where we caught them. The story behind these guys is it was a carpet python. You probably remember the video. A carpet python rolled up in some carpet, funny enough, at the Molondina tip, and it was going to be all ripped up and whatever, and you'll find a crack, don't think. And yeah, well, the mum got released straight away, and here we are a couple of months later releasing these guys. Whole heap of traffic coming past here. We're on a dirt road where probably one car every 5 hours will come past, but it's home time for everyone coming home from work. And since I've been doing this video, about 3 cars have come past, so they probably wonder what the hell I'm up to. I'm doing my job, guys. I'm doing my job. It's always good to see a little bit of a few of the animals get saved. I know that for every one we do save, there's probably 10 that don't make it because not so many humans are nice. Have a look at that beer bottle. It's actually grown, the roots have grown around it. That's how long it's been there for. That'll never go anywhere. These guys hatched yesterday. A lot of people go, put food into them, do this, do that. But when you do that, you're actually intervening, and you're doing things that don't need to be done. Like these guys naturally will know to go looking for the sort of food that they need to go, and by us keeping them at home, which besides it's illegal, that they do better in the wild. So by us keeping them at home, they don't get to the correct temperatures. They don't feel comfortable enough. You know, we don't provide this sort of home for them, do we? You know, look what they've got. They can choose where they want to be. They can choose if they want to be really wet. There's water just there. If they want to be really dry, they can go at the top of the trees. If they want to be really warm or really cold, they can choose that. If they're a nervous snake, they can jam themselves into the tightest crack. If they're a cocky snake, they can come out and do the Macarena. We can't offer that at home. And a lot of people I see try to rehab reptiles. Oh, this lizard's got a little cut on its foot, so they try and keep it for a while. What they don't realise, that lizard will probably stress more than doing any good. So you're better off just giving them a little bit of antibiotics if it's got a cut or an injury, and release it, because then they can do what they have to do. Look at this tree. Looks like a scene from Jumanji. There's freaking critters everywhere. He's stopped. This is a prime spot too. One of my favourite on the Gold Coast, actually. Is that the last one?
Yeah.
No? Jensen's sound asleep in a car behind us, and usually when you turn the car off, he realises that something's wrong, he wakes up, so I'm waiting for it. Jan just got to sleep too. Come on, kids, go in there. Disappear. Last one now?
Yeah.
Beautiful. How many were there?
19 or 20.
19 or 20. So let's hope if we've got, let's say 5 that have made it, that's awesome. That's all I'm going to say made it. I mean, make it adulthood. Then I feel like I've done something. Ew. Let me fell over again. But look at this spot. It's beautiful, beautiful spot for a snake to live.